Well, the storm's almost over, Lily. I think you're gonna make it. Let me go check on your sisters. You're nice and cozy in your bed. Let's go check on your sisters. Well, did you eat any supper, girls? Well, let's see. I know every time you guys come out, the thunder goes. Well, you still got some work to do on yours. You girls want to come around with me and do my movie? Why don't you eat your supper? And then we'll do the movie. Okay, they like to eat out of the same bowl. And then they'll save the other one for later, and then they'll go over there. Yep. They just love each other. See how they share? No food aggression there. We need to tighten up your collar, Tilly. You're losing some weight since I switched you over to the new food. What's going on, folks? A little late today. Go out here. I think it quit raining. All right. Well, no video this morning. I had to get up very early. I had to go to the VA. Get an ultrasound done. Yeah, this is like my third one on my thyroid. About a year and a half ago, they found some nodules on my thyroid. The chickens are all in. Get these pine needles. And so, had to have a biopsy done. It was fine, but I got to keep an eye on it. So that's what I had to do. And then I had to take my car in to get the windows tinted. I'll show you that in a minute. That come out real nice. But I cheated today, man. I had a choice. But I figured, you know what? It does not hurt, even though I do carnivore. It does not hurt once in a while to cheat. Okay? I've lost a bunch of weight. The situation was I had to drop my car off at 10 in the morning. It wasn't going to be done until about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So they had a nice waiting room. But who wants to sit in there? And you know what they had on TV? Tennis. Tennis, man. I don't even understand tennis. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know how the scores work. You're sitting there and you're going, well, how did he score? What did he do to score? I understand that if the guy misses the ball, somehow you score. But I don't know how do you get 15 points or whatever that quick? I don't get it. Yeah, we just had a little storm pass through. Yeah, this is part of it. I just don't understand tennis. But it was in an industrial area of Fort Smith. And the only thing around there was Larry's Pizza. Now, I have been to Larry's Pizza before I went on carnivore. And they're good. Lightning. Anyone in Arkansas knows when you see lightning, you don't stand out in the middle of the open there. So I figured, you know what? If they have a good buffet, it's one of the best pizza places in Arkansas. I knew. So I figured I'll go in, get the buffet, have a few pieces, because actually pizza that you get in a restaurant is not like a frozen pizza. Okay, I hope it ain't too dark in here. We'll come out over here. But it ain't like a frozen pizza, and the crust is just wafer thin. So I had, I don't know, 4 or 5, and the slices are maybe that wide, not big. I had 4 or 5 pieces of pizza, and I just sat in there a while. It's just a big open, it's like a auditorium, and they got all these rows of tables, and it just gets packed. So I went in there, and I had a few pieces of pizza. Didn't bother my stomach at all. And I made sure I got, every bit of it had meat in it. The only thing that it had that I not supposed to eat on carnivore is the crust. I don't think we're going to get hit by lightning. So I didn't feel too guilty about that. Now I do go to some Chinese restaurants once in a while if I meet my parents, and I'll dig out the meat and stuff like that, you know. But you know what? Once in a while, if you're very good at sticking to carnivore, it doesn't hurt once in a while to have a taste. So that's kind of about this video, you know. You can stray a little bit. Just make sure you get right back on the path. So it's okay if you follow the carnivore lifestyle, and because eating out is one of the hardest things. If you want to meet somebody out for dinner, chances are they're not going to have, you know, you can maybe order a steak, things like that, but once in a while it doesn't hurt you. Now the only other time that I've broken this was, like I said, well, actually last week when we got my car, we stopped at the Chinese restaurant. But it's a buffet, and I can pick and choose stuff out of that. I don't know where she's going. Going over by the dog cemetery. What do you see? There are so many rabbits out here. It's not even funny. Okay, we won't watch you go potty. Yeah. Hopefully this stuff don't grow too much further. And then where we going? I can't wait for fall. It's going to be nice. What do you see, Telly? You've been hunting something in here. I don't know if that deer's been in there. Where's your sister? All right, I lost my train of thought. So it doesn't hurt to cheat. But I tell you what, it was an eye-opener. And I'm going to tell you why. Every single person. And this place probably had 100 people in it. I went in there at 11. They opened at 11. And by 11:40, 11:35, 11:40, it was pretty full. And people that lose weight, they notice other heavy people. And I'm going to tell you, it was, what I saw was sad. It was actually very sad, because 99% of them, not 95, not 80, 99% of everyone that was eating pizza in there was obese. And there were some that were morbidly obese. Now, if I'm 400 pounds, 500 pounds, you would think I would not want to be seen in an all-you-can-eat buffet. But some of these people, they have no control. They don't care. And it was sad to look at. So it was kind of a eye-opener. What we got going on in here? Oh, I thought I lost a hen. She's in there. You stupid hen. It's sitting them eggs. I got to get rid of those. Let's get in there and get rid of these eggs, because they're dumb. Even though there's no rooster, they'll sit there and sit these eggs forever. All right, girl, you need to come on out of here. These hens here will attack you. Trust me. Come on, mama. Let's get rid of these dudes. Ain't no telling how old these eggs are, so we're just going to get rid of them. Don't you come after me. Alright. I don't want the dogs getting them either. I need to set them somewhere so I can lock the gate. Alright. Pardon me. This is kind of an oddball video, guys. Alright, let's get rid of these dudes. Now she's got nothing to do. Ah, ew. Oh, now my hand's all sticky and nasty. But yes, obesity is a horrible problem in the United States. And, I still got 20 pounds more I can go. I don't know if I want to get there, because I'm at 198. I started this journey at one point, I was 317, so I don't know what I'm going to look like at 180. I think I'm just, the man boobs are shrinking, and once they're gone, I think I'm good. But the nice thing about carnivore is your body knows when it's done. If you start on a carnivore lifestyle and you're not overweight, you could gain a little weight. Whatever your body is supposed to be, that's where it goes to. And so, yeah, it's still lightning. This storm's supposed to last a little bit longer. Oh, my hand is just gross right now. But sometimes hens, like especially this breed, they will sit those eggs in the worst weather conditions. You got to get rid of the eggs. I don't eat these eggs. These hens are 15 years old. I'm sure they'd be fine. I just, the thought of them, they're old hens, so I don't eat them. And in the summer, if it gets over 55 degrees, I don't eat the eggs anymore. Because I don't know, if I'm not collecting them every day, I don't know how old they are. But it's not good to let them sit them. So if you get a broody hen in the middle of the summer, make sure you're gathering the eggs, because they'll sit there in any weather condition. She's sitting there, she's drenched. Look at her. I know I'm bouncing all over the place with this video. See, now you ain't got nothing to do. Now you can run around and get dry. You're just drenched to the bone. Chickens are not like ducks. They are not water resistant. If you put them in a pond, they'll sink. Once their feathers get saturated, they'll sink right to the bottom. And I just stepped in that egg that I broke. But anyway, back to the obesity thing. People I don't think they realize it. I think it's people become so comfortable with, because everyone else is obese, they don't see it as a problem. And I don't think you can tell. I got the windows tinted. Dark is legally possible. Actually, it's just a shade under legal. It's a shade over legal. But I like it. Makes the car look, it's hard to tell in here. It's kind of dark. But once you get this out in the daylight, man, you can't see in hardly. I imagine they could see me. That door's locked. But that makes a difference. Makes a big difference. It looks good too. That's only the second time I drove the car. Was today. Took it home from the dealer. Then went back and got the truck, and then today was the second time I drove it in a week. I don't have this car to drive too far, it's just it's the vehicle I'm taking on my trips to get groceries when I, have to 2-hour trip to go do that. 48 miles to the gallon's what it's saying it's getting. Whether it is or not, I don't know. But I know I bought the car, drove it home, then we drove it back, and then drove it back. So that's two round trips. And then I went again today and back. So 3 round trips, and not even half a tank of gas is gone. That truck would have took a tank and a half to do that, because it takes a half a tank each round trip. So we're saving money on that, even though I got a payment. So yeah, this is just kind of a hodgepodge video. Sorry, I just wanted to get one up. Didn't have one today. All the excitement of the channel, all the videos are kind of settling down now, so we're not getting the views like we did. And that's fine. I knew that would happen. But I got a bigger subscriber base, more viewers now, so when a video gets 10,000 views, that's good. Now, I wasn't getting that before. You can't just get 100,000 views on every video. That isn't going to happen. I never expected that to happen. But I'm happy with it. Are you happy with it, Telly? I seen somebody posting on Facebook that they'll pick up scrap. I got all this scrap metal. Look at this, guys. This is thick, solid aluminum. That's a big chunk of aluminum. This is an old satellite dish. And that is a lot of aluminum. A lot of steel, there's more aluminum in here mixed in. And then I got that washing machine, half full of water. You want to leave the water. Yeah, it adds to the weight. Nah. They'll probably check that. But, yeah. And somebody had asked, take you over here. Somebody had asked what this is. This was, if you'll go back to, I think it's my third biggest video where it shows the pictures of this house when I'm renovating. Shows me building this, and the problem was I used untreated lumber, and I figured I could paint it, save some money, and then paint it with some waterproof stain. Well, that did not work. So it had benches, it had a railing there, and it had a bench there. I tore those, rotted, I tore them down, but this is still pretty solid. This is actually the original decking from the old porch that was off the loft, and it's still good, you know, still good. But I'll show you here. Woo! The base of it, all this is rotten, and that is treated lumber. It's just no good. I'm just gonna have to tear this down. I don't know if I'll build anything back here or not, but the dogs like to get, I leave it because the dogs like to get on there in the fall. Or I'm sorry, Tilly, didn't know you was taking a dookie. All right, well, I guess I've yacked long enough, guys, but just wanted to get on here and let you know that if you are doing carnivore or any other diet, you don't really call carnivore a diet, it's more of a lifestyle, it's okay if you stray off one time, you know, a couple times a year. You owe yourself that. And man, I'm gonna tell you, oh, that pizza was good, man. I didn't have no dessert pizza. I didn't have nothing with any sugar in it. The pizzas I ate had meat on it, had cheese, that's allowed, tomato sauce, there's nothing really bad there. And they don't put it on thick. And maybe some mushrooms, which I eat mushrooms all the time. And some onions, I eat some onions. I did cut down my onion intake, because onions will sit in your colon or your gut for a while. And I was eating it with all the steaks and the burgers, and I just quit using onions. But I do eat mushrooms. Mushrooms are good for you, but it's okay to cheat. Now, I don't say, you know, go get a gallon of ice cream or nothing. You don't want to spike your blood sugar, but it's okay. And that was all I ate for the day. I'm not eating a dinner, so I'm not going to gain a pound from this, I hope. If I do, I'll lose it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's go see Miss Rooster before we sign off. She's over here on her porch, but I bet she wants in because it's starting to sprinkle. She's barking at me. Yeah, is it raining? Okay, let's let you in. Are you gonna get wet? God forbid if you get wet. I think the door's probably locked. Yes, I'll have to go around and let you in. No, you stay. Let these people get a good gander at you. Hey, she knows when there's a camera in her face. All right, let me go let you back in before it starts raining. It ain't gonna rain much. Oh, Tilly, don't get by my feet. I'm sorry, I almost stepped on you. Dogs. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy trails.